In this video we'll be setting up an AFS Pro 700 to do section control with an implement using ISOBUS Task Controller.
Before we begin, you will need to ensure that you have Task Controller unlocked on your screen, and you'll need an ISOBUS implement that has Task Controller and is capable of section control. Once the display is powered up, navigate to the performance icon. Then navigate the icons at the bottom of the screen and select the TC icon. The process for setting up a task is the same as with the basic setup. The operator is required to fill out details of the job, either using existing data or, as in this case, creating a new grower, farm, field and task. It is optional to record a respective worker. Once all this data has been filled out, a start icon will appear and the implement tab will also be available at the bottom of the screen. Do not press the start icon yet, as first we need to navigate to the TC implement tab to select the correct implement. In the drop down box you should now see your plugged in implement on the screen. If there is no implement, then you will need to check that the implement has Task Controller or TC turned on. You can do this through the VT screen. This will be different depending on your implement. Once you have selected your implement, you can see some information about it, including manufacturer details and capabilities. The next tab along the bottom is the PF Map tab. This is for prescription rates and is covered in the variable rate video. So for now we will move to the TCPF tab. This tab has the implement widths automatically loaded from the implement. It is possible to edit them. To do this we need to start the task, so return to the TC Task tab and press the Start button. All the data will then be greyed out so that it cannot be edited at this point. Now return to the TCPF tab and you should see the implement widths mirrored on the right. You can now edit these figures. Select the TC Map layer box and a series of drop down options will be available. These are names dictated by the implement and can come in different languages. In this case, they are names of control points on the machine, and the first one means overall boom rate. By selecting it, we can see predefined measurements for it, dictated by the implement. Latency and forward offset are particularly important for ensuring that product is placed correctly. That is all that is required at this stage for setting up the task. Ensure that the Start button has been pressed and the task is running. If we now return to the home screen and navigate to Toolbox, and under the Implement tab you will notice that the implement widths are all greyed out. This is because all widths are being controlled by the Task Controller. If we continue to scroll through the tabs, we should find the Overlap tab. This page allows us to turn Overlap Control and Boundary Control on. When these are turned on, the machine will automatically manage sections depending on overlap and boundary. There are a number of settings that can be altered, including percentage out of bounds and percentage overlap. These dictate how much a section can overlap or go out of bounds before it will be turned off. The last two settings allow the operator to put in a start and end overlap in order to ensure full coverage, especially at lower accuracy signals.
If you require any further assistance, then you can call the Customer Service Centre on 0800 0281 910. Thank you.